graduation saxophone player. First things first, sorry to John, Olivia, and Chris. I just took one of your waters, but my mouth's gonna get dry, so. In his own commencement address to his class at Harvard College in 1837, Henry David Thoreau proclaimed, "Let men, true to their natures, cultivate the moral affections, lead manly and independent lives. Let them make riches the means and not the end of existence, and we shall hear no more of the commercial spirit. The sea will not stagnate, the earth will be as green as ever, and the air as pure. This curious world which we inhabit is more wonderful than it is convenient, more beautiful than it is useful, and it is to be more admired than it is to be used." Interestingly enough, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Thoreau's classmate and mentor, once said, "I hate quotations. Tell me what you know." So, in the spirit of this great Bostonian, I will drop from here on out all the cliches and quotes that I'm so fond of and tell you what I know. I know that nearly every single piece of who I am comes from my time here at CRLS. Every joke I tell, every fact I know, and every position I hold would be non-existent without the encounters I have had with my peers, my teachers, and of course Larry Harrison. My clothes, my vocabulary, and my general swag, that is all you guys. And later. Without you all, there isn't much of me left. And so I just wanted to thank you guys for keeping it 100 for all 4 years. I also know that on this earth, we all share the same stuff. What I breathe out, my friend breathed in. The atoms that make us up are the same ones of our ancestors and are the same ones that our children use. But with the selfish consumerism that our culture has recently acquired a taste for, we compromise that give-and-take relationship that has sustained our existence since its inception. So I ask that you all give lovingly and take thoughtfully, lest we ruin our experience permanently. Something else I know is that stealing is wrong. I think I'd be wasting your time to spend any more than a moment explaining why coming up, as we like to call it, is wrong. But just know this. To steal from another person, be it a total stranger or a close friend, costs a lot more than just the monetary worth of the other. As a violation of the partially written, partially unwritten code that we all as citizens of this planet in this city live by, it costs our community the sense of trust and security that is just about the only thing that's going to help us make this whole existing together thing work. Whether or not you've been a victim of theft while at CRLS, or not, I know you guys feel me on this one. Having had my trust repeatedly violated by incidents of stealing, and having seen close friends involved in such stealing, there is no trend that I have found more disturbing as this one while at CRLS. So please, should the temptation ever present itself to you in the future, think beyond what you take from the one person and consider what you take from all of us. I know that CRLS is probably the most popular school in the state and probably the entire country. I may not be able to point to as many state championships or national merit scholarships as maybe some nearby high schools can, but I can proudly point to nearly any student of our bomb school, and especially a senior class. And I know that student will see, their actions and attitude will speak for themselves. Because Cambridge kids get it. What is it? Well, it's kind of hard to say. It's something like, I guess I'd say it's something like what Supreme Court Justice Porter Stewart attempted to use to define hardcore pornography. I don't know what it is, but I know it when I see it. I guess that was a quote, so I guess I kind of cheated with that one. But it was a Supreme Court writing, so it doesn't count. Whatever it has played a huge role in making our years here so great. Only we could blow up and bring down a social networking site in the course of 48 hours. Only we could fit a hundred buck-wild kids on a bus of 82. And only we deserve a marching band and a paddy wagon on our last day of school. recently, our school has been cast in a shadow of tragedy. The Willow Street shooting should serve as a reminder to us that even in moments of celebration, greed and pride intervene and inflict violence on our beloved and innocent. May it also serve as a lesson on ending our encouragement of interteen violence and tightening gun control legislation. Lastly, I know that this may be the last time many of us see one. Many of us may never be called a scritty or ratchet ever again. Though there is clearly an element of loss in this, there also ought to be an element of hope. It may feel like we're losing a part of ourselves, and I know it does for me, but just try to think of it as making more room for new friends and new memories in the future. In about an hour, a new period of our life will have begun, and we ought to embrace it with open arms, free of the baggage of our past years. In closing, later on when you do throw up your caps in celebration of your accomplishments, may our caps fly as high as Rizzo's wings. Thank you.